Welcome back with another video with Hassam YouTube Diary. The guys, आप सब कैसे हैं? Hopefully you're doing good and great. Today I'm going to give a reaction how Bangladesh became a global textile hub. Seems a very interesting video to me, and we're gonna have a look into it and learn about how the Bangladesh textile industry grow up with every year. So if you're new to the channel, go and subscribe my channel, turn notification on. So without any delay, let's get back into the video, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Is famous for a lot of things, but one thing that always stands out is its textile industry. Why? Because it's huge. In 2021, its apparel export earnings alone were estimated to be worth over $35.8 billion, and it has employed tens of millions of people in the country and has continually been a critical part of Bangladesh's entire economy. Its textile industry far outperforms all other countries around the world, and today, Bangladesh is the second largest global exporter of its kind, just behind China. So how did Bangladesh become such a textile giant nation that around the world you would see clothing with "Made in Bangladesh" everywhere? Moreover, what does the future of the country's largest industry look like? Before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. Textiles, garments, and so on have been here for quite some time already, and Bangladesh also has a history about it that dates back centuries. But it was only recently that it became an export-driven billion-dollar industry for Bangladesh. The garment industry first started to see a transformation around the 1980s. It was only before this decade that a man named Nurul Kader Khan, a so-called pioneer of the country's garment industry, it was in 1978 that he sent over 130 trainees all the way to South Korea to learn about these ready-made garments, or RMG, and soon after launched the first export-oriented enterprise named Desh Garments. As entrepreneurs and businessmen alike saw potential on the RMG, Bangladesh garment factories rose one after another. Moreover, the majority of those 130 trainees that were sent to South Korea eventually built their own textile exporting firms. The total exports of the RMG in the 1980s were rising and were currently valued at around $3.5 million. But in 2007, it grew to over $10.7 billion and accounted close to over 80% of the total exports of the country around those years. Eventually, this giant industry would become a source of development, prosperity, and economic activity for the nation. Today, around 5,000 RMG firms are operating in Bangladesh, contributing to the very lives of society. It has consistently grown year by year, and even the latest statistics from July to January of 2021 to 2022 saw 30% growth to its major sectors. The biggest importers of Bangladesh's garments are the European Union and the United States, with more than 80% of the total exports of the country, suggesting that the customers may even come from the farthest countries in the world. Although there has been changes as of recently, India, its neighboring giant nation, is seeing major growth in importing these garments, with estimates suggesting over 50% growth year on year for the two countries. Garments exported to China, on the other hand, grew from $52 million in 2010 to over $500 million by 2019. The future, however, is starting to look bleak, but the opportunity to become the world's garment hub is still open. In 2020, Vietnam actually overtook Bangladesh as the second largest RMG exporter, with Vietnam's industries and economy rapidly rising. Its competitiveness and good pricing have pushed its overall market share above Bangladesh, but Bangladesh has since come back in 2021 after its growth exploded once again. Turkey also overtook Bangladesh in its exports to Spain, which also indicates that Bangladesh is not the only garment country planning to become the world's global hub. As competitors rise and governments, businessmen alike see the potential of becoming a garment export-oriented nation, Bangladesh's textile industry growth may see a very threat to its industry. But we believe that Bangladesh is in the right position to still rise. It is estimated that by 2025, the country has the potential to have a $100 billion export potential. Getting there
Oh
will need a
my
lot of
days.
work. First, we think that
120,
Bangladesh's
sorry,
government
100
must
billion dollars.
continuously provide incentives to its local and foreign players. Promoting cheaper and better garments around the world will help its industry grow further. Constructing better power-generating infrastructure, such as the Rupur nuclear power plant, will help bring down costs.
I think this
Likewise,
this is something
approaching
happened to
its
this
neighboring
nuclear
countries
power
such as
plant.
India will bring a
I think
massive
US put some
untapped
sanction. I
market
will
for
do
the
another
country.
video.
But all of these are still subjective to what the future may bring. While there are still various challenges up ahead, Bangladesh is still in a prime position to become a leading global hub for garment manufacturing. The challenges in the past that they have had were conquered and finished, and we believe that tomorrow's challenges will become yesterday's learning for the nation.
This is the end of the video, guys.
Your dry scalp has...
So this is a video, guys. As you can see that there's earning in 2021 alone from the garments 35.6 approximately $1 billion. So this is very huge, you know. Whenever I get a chance to go to the shopping center, a lot of garments it comes from Bangladesh. How they big, they already explained this video. Bangladesh is a big brand, especially in the garments. How did they do this? I think in 1980, the guy named Qadir Khan, he started that whole thing. I think he sent, that already explained this video, 137 people to South Korea. So they learn everything about, the clothing and everything. So that's how the era started. His name is Nurul Qadir Khan, so-called pioneer of the country. They call him the pioneer of the country. So that trainees, I think they did like 5,000 approximately. They made the firms in Bangladesh. So that's how in 2007, I think, or 2010, the company called in RMG. So they made 3.5 million. No, within 1 year they made $3.5 million, and afterwards, 2010 or 2007, the export gone up to I think $10 billion, and yeah, 10.7 billion dollars. So afterwards, the exports is going up and up because they did a lot of hard work. There's a lot of factories, and these guys are really down to earth, and they did a lot of hard work. Due to this, in 2021, I think 2020 the position is gone down, but in 2021 the position is going up to 32.3 billion dollars approximately. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. But there's a big giant as well in the market, Turkey, Vietnam, and they are expecting, like in 2030 or 2025, and I think it can touch up to $100 billion, guys. That's too much, actually. But it's too much. $100 billion. This is a big mark, and the China is obviously as the number one. But obviously, you cannot say anything. Bangladesh can beat the hell out of each and every one out there in the market. So this is the good news for you guys, and you should be proud of this. So if you have any comments, you can write down. If you're new to the channel, subscribe my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.